Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Peace Fellowship. I am Nathan Holloman, and I'll be your service leader this morning. We welcome all of you to our service, especially those of you who are searching for a spiritual home. Many of us were once too, seeking something larger than ourselves to which we could belong, a sense of rootedness to hold us as we create meaning together. We do that well here, though not perfectly. In this congregation, we strive not for perfection, but for authenticity and connection. Whether it's your first time in worship with us or your 100th time, we hope that you'll find here questions that stretch you, people to befriend you, and liberal religious values that challenge you to join us in loving boldly, living justly, and welcoming radically.
The flaming chalice is the symbol of Unitarian Universalism. It is an everlasting flame for this community. It offers its warmth to those who are cold. It provides light to those who would see. It purifies and transforms this sanctuary into sacred space, this congregation into sacred community. May its flame burn true and high and strong. And now we take a few minutes to just stop, to unburden ourselves and rest in this sacred moment, turning away from the concerns of the outside world, the concerns and pressures of our day-to-day lives that weigh so heavy upon us. Let us turn inward and tune into the frequency of our own unique and precious soul and listen. Just listen, attend, attune, soften, and surrender to what is and what arises. In the silence we are about to share with our companions and in the melody of our meditation hymn, may we return to essence, to soul and spirit, and be renewed and restored. Let us enter the silence with the chime. I'll begin with a Autumn Psalm of Contentment by Edward Hayes in his book, Prayers for a Planetary Pilgrim. I was sitting out on my porch, which I haven't done all summer because of course it's been too hot. And I was thinking, to be able just to sit for long stretches of time and watch the trees in the background at my screened porch and watch the colors turn and the leaves fall. That would bring me so much contentment. O sacred season of autumn, be my teacher, for I wish to learn the virtue of contentment as I gaze upon your full-colored beauty. I sense all about you an at-homeness with your amber riches. You are the season of retirement, of full barns and harvested fields. The cycle of growth has ceased, and the busy work of giving life is now completed. I sense in you no regrets. You've lived a full life. I live in society that is ever restless, always eager for more mountains to climb, seeking happiness through more and more possessions. As a child of my culture, I am seldom truly at peace with what I have. Teach me to take stock of what I have given and received. May I know that it's enough, that my striving can cease in the abundance of God's grace. May I know the contentment that allows the totality of my energies to come to full flower. May I know that, like you, I am rich beyond measure. As you, O autumn, take pleasure in your great bounty, let me also take delight in the abundance of the simple things of life, which are the true source of joy. with the golden glow of peaceful contentment. May I truly appreciate this autumn day. We are a week past the autumn equinox, a time of balance between night and day, light and dark, and we are in the midst of the Jewish 10 days of awe between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, the holiest day, the day of atonement that will begin at sundown this coming Wednesday, October 1st. I also like to think of it as a day of at-one-ment, an intentional time to become one with the divine through fasting, prayer, introspection, and truth-telling about the state of one's soul, one's intentions, and actions. One might also think of this turning time of the season and these holy days as days marked apart, as liminal threshold days, as an opportunity to get right with God, so to speak, to examine one's conscience, or to come back into alignment with our highest and best potential. And in the letting go of the leaves from the trees, we can think of it as a time of gentle surrender and descent. The expression, let go, let God, comes to my mind as we are reminded of the great wisdom, the greater forces at work in all the cycles. The symbolism and deeper spiritual meaning of the autumn equinox and the high holy days point us to the concept of turning, of returning to Shuva, to holding on and letting go, a reminder of our ability to continually transform ourselves, to return to our true nature and unique callings, even if we have gotten distracted or gone astray from our purpose and intention. In every season's turning or times of new beginnings is the sure knowledge that things never remain the same. Time marches on. New seasons, new years keep coming at us again and again. And we always have the opportunity to change, to transform, to shift. We are never stuck or stagnant, or we don't have to be anyway. We can begin again and again in every moment. We can let go of what we need to let go of, make other choices in service of life and the good, choices that serve us, our loved ones, and the wider world better. And at such threshold times, we can resolve to hold on to what is good, what is true, what really matters. Because at the autumn equinox, we are reminded of the death phase of the cycle, of mortality, and those who observe the days of awe are praying to be written into the book of life, not the book of death or the book of in-between. Reverend Colleen Clark shared such a beautiful teaching about forgiveness and the days of awe earlier this month. And if you missed that service, I highly encourage you to watch the video on the website. No matter what the holy day is, in whatever tradition, at really any time of year, the bottom line is always about the well-being of our soul, of being reminded to live life more mindfully, more consciously, more acutely aware of our gifts and blessings, even in the midst of uncertain, painful, or confusing times and circumstances. There is an urgency in this inner soul work that must be done. The turning of the seasons reminds us of the never-ending passage of time, and yet we are always held in the mystery of the cycles, in nature herself. I was struck by the lyrics of our opening hymn, and they help me articulate something that I have been sensing as I have been tuning in to the energies of this season. So thank you, Cindy, for selecting that hymn. Hold us in your steady mercy, Lady of the turning year. Hold us in your steady mercy, Lady of the turning day. Hold us in your steady mercy, Lady of the turning earth. Hold us in your steady mercy, Lady of the turning age. I find comfort in these notions of holding and turning, steadiness and change. The paradox, that even though we are always in the process of turning, returning, letting go, holding on, and evolving, there is something greater, steady, pure, and true, and merciful that holds us, that we exist within. There is no separation, only oneness, at one-ment. So knowing, trusting that we are held, let us turn our attention to letting go. And more specifically, what we personally may need to let go of, let drop, let die, so new life will come in time. Perhaps we have been beating ourselves up about past mistakes and regrets and need to just move on. Or we need to let go of the ingrained bad habits, patterns, and addictions that rule our lives and enslave us, steal our life force, and to the grudges, hurts, disappointments, betrayals, the anger and bitterness that eat us from the inside out, the hate and contempt in our hearts that corrodes our soul. Perhaps we need to let go of anything that holds us back from being the people we want to be, that we long to be, the fears, doubts, and worries that rob us of our confidence, our learned helplessness, the stress and tension we carry in our bodies that make us sick. Maybe we need to let go of our entrenched positions, our opinions, our self-righteousness, our rigidity or need to be right, our inability to listen, to understand, to even consider other perspectives and yield ground. How we may deem other human beings other, not worthy of our kind regard. Maybe we need to let go of our cynicism or pessimism, our doom and gloom attitude, our inability to change, to open our hearts and minds, to turn to the new. And maybe we realize that we waited too long to let go of something or someone in the past, or that others' expectations of us are running our life. And we must also realize that letting go, turning away, establishing a boundary is the right thing and keeps us safe. All of it could be true. Letting go, surrendering, releasing, softening, forgiving, it lightens the burdens on our soul. It liberates us and makes us free to become and be the people that we want to be, that we are called to be in all of our uniqueness. So maybe in this moment or in the weeks ahead, you will resolve to let go of at least one thing and invite something else to take its place. On Wednesday evening, the Kol Nidre, all vows, will begin services in synagogues across the world. It is an Aramaic declaration or prayer or formula, a chant, meaning that all obligations, vows, and promises are null and void, and that one can start fresh. And this is Rabbi Rami Shapiro's preferred translation. I always go to him for my translations. I publicly renounce all vows and oaths I have made from last Yom Kippur that bind me to harmful or hurtful behaviors, ideas, and organizations, and that inhibit my efforts to be a blessing to all the families of the earth. Let them all be relinquished and abandoned, null and void, neither firm nor established. May all vows and oaths I make from this Yom Kippur to the next be in service to Teshuvah and Tikkun, returning to my true self as a manifesting of God and to my highest calling, being a blessing by repairing the world with justice and compassion. And this sounds like the highest aspiration of Unitarian Universalists as well. And yet, as we let go, as we yield, release, and surrender, there is much that we need to hold on to. Gratitude for everything and anything, for all of our blessings and even our challenges that help us grow. our sorrows and grief that prove that we have loved and been loved. We need to hold on to our resolve to do good and be kind. We need to hold on to our hope and our vision, our dreams and our goals, everything and everyone that really matters to you. Hold on with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength, to your principles, convictions, and values, everything that makes you you and makes you a blessing to this world. Hold on to that and only that which brings you to life and helps you find more joy and fulfillment. Hold on to what helps you move into a space of greater and greater love. We have agency and can work with and for what we need and want as best we can by intention, resolve, inner strength, and the support of those around us. Always, we need to hold on to each other with great care and tenderness, because we just don't know what other people are going through sometimes, what struggles and grief and heartbreaks are affecting those in our circles, our close circles and our wider circles. We are all trying to hold on to something, our mental and physical health, our livelihoods, our relationships, and sadly, tragically, some are just trying to hold on to the will to live. We are also in the midst of Suicide Prevention Month in September. And when I say the words, hold on, I hold in my heart all of those who could not hold on and chose to die by their own hand. And I hold in my heart all those they left behind to mourn their loss. And I place a stone for all the grieving families. If only we could go back in time and be with everyone who made that choice and say, hold on, I will love you through this hard season, this hard moment. Hold on, things can and will change. Another season is coming. But we cannot go back in time. Time only moves forward, and the never-ending cycles of letting go and holding on will continue. So let us look to the forces and examples of nature to guide us, to inspire us, to help us through. Let us look to ancient traditions and their wisdom and their liturgies and their prayers. Let us tune into our deepest self, to the qualities of love and compassion, to lead us to the best and the highest in ourselves, to help us let go when we need to and hold on when we need to, and to help others do the same. The journey of life and death, transformation, and renewal begins in every moment, with the paradoxes and demands of life ever present in every turning, ever returning, every letting go, and every holding on.
In the words of Mary Oliver, to live in this world, you must be able to do three things: to love what is mortal, to hold it against your bones knowing your own life depends on it, and when the time comes to let it go, to let it go. We extinguish this chalice until we meet again. Please join together in reciting our Peace Fellowship blessing. Bless us with hope, bless us with care, bless us with love, bless all we share. Blessed be, Amen, Shalom, Salam, Namaste, Ashe.